Here we are with day 134. Welcome back to Bearded Beatles Songs. Today's song is a cover written by Roy Lee Johnson that the Beatles recorded for Beatles for Sale, after having played it as part of their live set for a number of years prior. Now, while John's lead vocal, with its raw and impassioned delivery, particularly in the opening notes, has been described by many as a blistering performance, the song as a whole is largely held to be one of the least liked and least successful of all the songs in the Beatles catalogue. However, author and Beatles enthusiast Dave Ribaszewski, I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, chooses to defend this recording and offers into evidence this perspective, and I quote, "This song has been described quite disparagingly by authors and fans alike, suggesting it as the weakest track the Beatles ever recorded, and as the song everyone loves to hate. In the company of rockers like Kansas City and Rock and Roll Music, which they also decided to cover for this album, this song does seem a little too campy for their tastes. What most people fail to realise is not only were the Beatles proud of the obscure tracks they unearthed, the sense of humour is very much on display in this song. How much of it was done tongue-in-cheek is hard to tell, but an examination of the ingredients that make up the performance is very telling. For instance, the straight impassioned vocal delivery from Lennon, the African drum bursts from Harrison, the monotone background harmonies, and the cheesy organ solo all demonstrate the gaudiness of the track. He then goes on to say, and I quote, as author Tim Riley states in his book, Tell Me Why, by taking the whole thing so seriously, they actually make it hysterical. So there you go. It's a different perspective. Now, it is important to remember that the group were coming off a practically non-stop touring and recording schedule that was only interrupted by other commitments and engagements and the whirlwind making of the A Hard Day's Night movie. So perhaps the song was indeed included as a sort of slightly sarcastic, slightly serious album filler, which again was done in order to fulfill the requirements of the record company, yet more demands. But anyway, as something they may have done to lighten the mood and let off a little steam, here is Mr. Moonlight. Mr. Moonlight, you came to me one summer night, and from your beam you made my dream. Mr. Moonlight, Mr. Moonlight, come again, please. Here I am on my knees, begging if you please. On the nights you don't come my way, I pray and pray for each day, 'cause we love you, Mr. Moonlight. Mr. Moonlight, Mr. Moonlight, come again, please. Here I am on my knees, begging if you please. On the nights you don't come my way, I pray and pray for each day, 'cause we love you, Mr. Moonlight, Mr. Moonlight, Mr. Moonlight, Mr. Moonlight. So there you go, an album filler. Because remember that album was a lot of, they didn't have a lot of stuff to write. They hadn't written in a long time. So, yeah, an album filler. And a bit of a tongue-in-cheek one at that, perhaps. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow with yet more. Cheers, everybody. Take care.